As we get older, it's natural to wonder how much time we have left and what we can do to live a longer, healthier life. After 65, your body starts to show signs that can tell you more about how long you might live. And it's not just about how you feel day to day. There are hidden signs in your body that reveal your real life expectancy, things you might not even notice unless you're paying close attention. In this video, we're going to explore 8 of these signs and explain how they give us clues about our longevity. These are things you can track and monitor, giving you a sense of control over your health, whether it's your balance, your sleep patterns, or even how often you laugh. These small but important details can make a big difference. Stay with us, because understanding these signs might just inspire you to take action today for a better tomorrow. Number 1. Watch how fast you naturally walk every day. Have you ever paid attention to the way you walk? Not just when you're in a hurry, but your normal walking speed. Most people don't give it much thought, but how fast you naturally walk can quietly reveal something powerful about your health and your future. In fact, research shows that walking speed after the age of 65 is one of the most telling signs of how long you might live. It's not a guess. It's a real clue from your body, one that can tell you a lot about how strong and resilient you still are. Walking isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about coordination, balance, leg strength, heart function, lung capacity, and even brain health. When someone has a slower than usual walking pace, it can be a sign that one or more of those systems are under stress. Maybe the heart isn't pumping as strongly. Maybe the muscles have gotten weaker. Maybe reflexes and balance have become less sharp. These things tend to creep up slowly, so it's easy to miss them. Now, the good news is you don't need a stopwatch or a fancy test. Just notice your natural pace. Are you walking with purpose and ease? Or do you find yourself taking shorter steps, feeling unsure on your feet, or needing to grab onto things more often? Those tiny signs matter. A slower walking speed can be an early warning sign, not just for physical decline, but for higher risk of falls, hospital visits, and even a shorter lifespan. But this is not about fear. It's about awareness. Because once you know, you can do something about it. The body is incredibly responsive. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, your muscles can still grow. Your coordination can improve. Your balance can get better. You are not stuck where you are right now. So what can you do today if your walking speed has slowed? Start by getting your legs moving more often. Gentle walks every day, even just 10 or 15 minutes, can spark change. Make it part of your routine. Go outside in the morning light or walk up and down the hallway if you're inside. The key is consistency, not intensity. You don't need to be an athlete. You just need to be active. Also, think about your shoes. Are they comfortable and supportive? Worn-out shoes can quietly mess with your stride and stability. Next, focus on your leg strength. Simple exercises like standing up and sitting down from a chair without using your hands, lifting your heels up and down to strengthen your calves, or even light stretching can all add up. And then there's posture. Many people start to hunch forward without noticing. This puts more stress on your back and knees and makes walking harder than it needs to be. Stand tall, pull your shoulders gently back, and look ahead instead of down. That small shift can add confidence to every step. Your brain also plays a role here. Staying sharp mentally helps with coordination and timing. Read, do puzzles, talk with people, try new things. Anything that keeps the mind alert will support your body too. One of the most overlooked parts of walking is emotional health. People who feel isolated or depressed often walk more slowly, not because they're physically weaker, but because their energy is lower. Loneliness and sadness can weigh on the body, so it's important to nurture your emotional well-being. Spend time with others, engage in meaningful activities, find reasons to smile and feel connected. Walking is more than just a habit. It's a quiet signal from your body. A fast, steady walk tells the world, and your own body, that you're strong, present, and engaged with life. A slow, uncertain walk might be a whisper that it's time to take a closer look at your health. The real gift here is awareness. You don't need a blood test or a doctor to tell you how your body is doing. You can get insight just by noticing how you move through the world. And if something feels off, you have the power to change it. Every step you take can build strength, restore balance, and boost confidence. You're not powerless against aging. You're still writing your story. So walk with purpose, pay attention, and use your body's wisdom to guide your choices. Longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding strength, energy, and meaning to every one of those years. And it can start with something as simple as how you walk. Number 2. Check how strong your grip is right now. If you want to know how well your body is holding up after 65, try something simple right now. Grab a water bottle or squeeze your hand into a fist. Feel that strength. That small action is more important than most people realize. Your grip strength is like a window into your overall health. It can quietly reveal how well your muscles are functioning, how strong your heart is, and even how long you might live. It might seem strange that something so basic can hold such meaning, but studies across the world have shown a clear connection. People with a stronger grip tend to live longer. They're more independent. They recover faster after illness, and they're less likely to suffer from falls or fractures. Grip strength isn't just about your hands. It reflects your whole body's muscle health, including your arms, shoulders, back, and core. It's a sign of vitality and resilience. This matters more than ever as we age. After 65, muscle loss becomes a real issue. It doesn't always happen fast, and you don't always notice right away. You might still be getting around, doing your chores, maybe even walking every day, but one day, opening a jar becomes harder. Carrying groceries feels more tiring. Holding a heavy pan feels shaky. That's not just getting older. That's your body telling you it needs more strength, and it's not too late to rebuild it. Muscle strength keeps you moving, keeps you safe, and keeps you feeling like yourself. Losing that strength doesn't just affect your body, it affects your confidence. It can make you second-guess your ability to live independently, and that fear can slowly chip away at your freedom. That's why testing your grip is more than a curiosity. It's a way to stay connected to your power. The good news is, grip strength can be improved, no matter your age. It doesn't take hours at the gym or expensive equipment. It starts with simple actions done consistently. You can use a small rubber ball and squeeze it a few times each day. You can carry a light bag in each hand and walk around the house. You can use a soft towel, wring it out by hand, and give your fingers a real workout. These may seem small, but they wake up the muscles. They help your hands and arms feel alive again. Even folding laundry or hanging clothes can be an opportunity to use your hands more actively. Try not to avoid these tasks just because they take effort. That effort is part of what keeps your body in shape. If you use it, you can keep it. You also want to make sure your joints stay healthy. If your hands ache or feel stiff, especially in the morning, that can be a sign of inflammation. Gentle stretches, warm water soaks, and light massage can help loosen the joints and make it easier to build strength over time. Pain is not something to push through, but it's also not something to surrender to. Pay attention, adjust your pace, and keep moving. There's also a connection between grip strength and brain function. When your muscles stay strong, your brain stays more engaged. Physical strength supports mental clarity. When your body feels capable, you're more likely to stay active, stay social, and stay sharp. Weakness, on the other hand, can make you withdraw. It can lead to isolation and quiet sadness. That's why this one small sign, the strength in your hands, carries so much weight. It's also something you can measure. Try this. Pick up something you often use. A glass of water, a small bag of fruit. Does it feel lighter or heavier than usual? Do your hands feel steady or a little shaky? That awareness alone is a step toward change. If you notice a drop in strength, you don't need to panic, but you do need to respond. Because the body wants to be used. It wants to stay strong. It just needs the chance. Adding small daily challenges to your routine can do wonders. Carry in the groceries instead of asking someone else. Open the jars and bottles yourself, even if it takes an extra second. Use kitchen tools that make you grip and hold. These are not chores, they're strength builders, and they're the kind your body understands best. Also think about your diet. Protein helps repair and rebuild muscles, including those in your hands and arms. Foods like eggs, fish, beans, and nuts support muscle strength. Staying hydrated matters too. Muscles need water to function well, and dehydration can lead to fatigue and stiffness. Everything works together, and every small choice counts. And don't underestimate the emotional side of strength. Feeling strong in your hands can make you feel more grounded, more in control, and more alive. There's something deeply reassuring about knowing you can still lift, hold, and carry things on your own. That kind of confidence spills into every part of your day, from how you carry yourself to how you connect with others. Checking your grip is a simple act, but it holds so much meaning. It's not about passing a test, it's about staying aware of where you are right now and what's possible going forward. Because strength isn't about being young, it's about being engaged with your body, being present in your life, and being willing to take small steps to protect what matters most. Your hands can do more than you think, and that strength is still in you. Ready to be rebuilt, ready to support you, ready to help you live not just longer, but better. Number 3. Notice if you still sleep deeply each night. Think back to the last time you woke up feeling completely rested. Not just awake, but truly refreshed. For many people after 65, that kind of deep, uninterrupted sleep becomes rare. Yet the quality of your sleep is one of the strongest signs of your overall health and how long your body can keep going strong. If your sleep is shallow, broken, or restless, your body is quietly telling you something important. Sleep is when the body repairs itself. Your brain clears out waste, your muscles rebuild, your immune system strengthens, and your heart gets a break. If your sleep is poor, none of those processes work the way they should. Over time, that wears you down. You might not notice it right away, but poor sleep builds up like a slow leak in a tire, and eventually it affects everything from your memory to your energy to your lifespan. When you're younger, your body can bounce back from a bad night or two, but as you age, sleep problems hit harder. If you're tossing and turning, waking up every couple of hours, or feeling groggy in the morning, your body is not getting the deep rest it needs. That lack of rest puts pressure on your heart, raises stress hormones, and weakens your immune defenses. It also affects your mood and your ability to think clearly. Some people start to believe poor sleep is just a part of getting older, but that's not entirely true. Yes, sleep patterns change with age. You might get sleepy earlier in the evening or wake up earlier in the morning, but deep quality sleep is still possible and necessary for healthy aging. It starts with paying attention. If you wake up multiple times a night or feel drained during the day, don't ignore it. That's your body giving you a signal. Deep sleep is not just about how many hours you're in bed. It's about whether your brain is reaching those deeper sleep stages where real recovery happens. If your mind feels foggy or your body feels heavy when you wake, chances are you didn't reach that deep state. One common reason people over 65 struggle with sleep is pain. Aching joints, stiff muscles, or even minor discomfort can wake you up repeatedly. It's important to address those issues directly. Stretch gently before bed, use a supportive mattress, or apply warmth to sore areas. Sometimes it's not pain, but digestion that disrupts your sleep. Eating too late or having heavy meals before bed can leave your body too active to fully relax. Light also plays a big role. Your body's sleep cycle is guided by light and darkness. If you spend too much time indoors or look at screens before bed, your brain may get confused and delay the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Getting natural daylight in the morning and avoiding bright lights at night can help reset your internal rhythm. That rhythm is essential for falling asleep easily and staying asleep through the night. Your evening routine matters more than you might think. Rushing into bed straight from the TV or worrying about the next day's to-do list can make your brain too alert to wind down. Instead, build a simple routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Read a book, listen to soft music, or do a few breathing exercises. These gentle habits signal your brain that it's time to relax. Many people also wake up in the night to use the bathroom, and that's a normal part of aging. But if it's happening often, it's worth looking at how much fluid you're drinking in the evening. Try to get most of your water earlier in the day and limit it in the last 2 hours before bed. That simple change can sometimes make a big difference. If anxiety or worry is keeping you up, don't carry those thoughts into bed. Keep or write them down earlier in the evening. Talk to someone. Keep a small notepad next to your bed, just in case something comes up in your mind. That way you don't feel like you have to hold it all inside while you're trying to sleep. Your mind needs peace just as much as your body does. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a basic need. When you sleep deeply, you protect your heart, your brain, and your emotional strength. You also give yourself a better chance at living longer with a higher quality of life. Sleep gives you patience. It gives you focus. It helps you face the day with more clarity and calm. People who sleep well into their later years often have a different glow. They don't just move better, they think better, react better, and handle stress with more ease. Deep sleep is a hidden foundation. Without it, even healthy habits like exercise and eating well won't give you their full benefit. So ask yourself honestly, how are you sleeping? If your answer is that you're often tired or restless, take it seriously. Begin with small steps. Adjust your routine. Pay attention to your body's cues. Create an environment that welcomes rest, cool, dark, and quiet. And most importantly, make sleep a priority. It is not selfish to take care of your rest. It is wise. Because how you sleep tonight shapes how you feel tomorrow. And how you feel tomorrow shapes how long and how well you live. Number 4, track how steady your balance feels when standing. Stand up for a moment and notice how your body feels. Not just your legs or feet, but your whole body. Do you feel steady, grounded, in control? Or do you have to catch yourself, even a little, to stay upright? That moment tells you more about your health than you might think. Your balance, especially after 65, is one of the clearest signs of how strong and coordinated your body still is. It quietly reflects your muscle strength, your nervous system, and even how well your brain is aging. Most people don't realize how much they rely on balance until it begins to slip. Maybe it's that slight wobble when getting out of bed, or that unease when stepping onto an uneven surface. These little moments are often brushed off, but they matter. Balance doesn't just protect you from falls, it's connected to how your body communicates with itself. And when that communication slows down or weakens, it can quietly shorten your independence and even your lifespan. If you can stand on one foot for 10 seconds without holding on to anything, that's a strong sign. Your coordination and muscle control are still in good shape. If that feels difficult, or if your feet shuffle when you walk, it may be time to pay closer attention. Your balance isn't just about your legs, it's about your whole system working together. Your inner ears, your eyes, your joints, and your brain all need to be in sync. When one part weakens, the whole system can get thrown off. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and even death in older adults. But most falls don't come out of nowhere. The body usually gives warnings. A misstep, a loss of confidence when turning around, hesitation going downstairs. These are not just clumsy moments. They are signals, and they are worth listening to. Staying steady starts with strong legs. Muscles in your calves, thighs, and hips do a lot of quiet work to keep you upright. If those muscles become weak, your body has to work harder just to stay balanced. That's why regular movement is essential. Even simple actions like standing on your toes, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or sitting and rising from a chair without using your hands can build the kind of strength that supports balance. Flexibility also plays a big role. If your joints are stiff, your body can't adjust quickly when something unexpected happens, like stepping on a rug edge or being bumped in a crowd. Gentle stretches each day, especially for your ankles and hips, can help your body stay more responsive. The more you can move with ease, the more your balance can adapt when needed. Another key part is awareness. Some people lose touch with how their body is positioned in space. That can happen from years of sitting too much or not using certain muscles. Standing with your eyes closed for a few seconds and feeling where your weight shifts can help reconnect those internal signals. The more in tune you are with your posture and movement, the quicker you'll notice small changes before they become big problems. Vision affects balance too. Your eyes give your brain constant updates about where you are in relation to your surroundings. If your vision has changed but your glasses haven't been updated, that mismatch can throw off your balance. Even poor lighting in your home can increase your risk of losing your footing. Taking care of your eyes, wearing the right prescription, and keeping walkways well lit are small steps that can make a huge difference. Shoes matter more than most people realize. Worn-out soles or loose-fitting shoes can make you more likely to trip. Supportive, non-slip footwear gives your feet the stability they need to react quickly. Going barefoot or wearing socks on slippery floors may feel comfortable, but it often increases the risk of slipping. Your brain is also involved in every balancing act. That means if you're tired, stressed, or distracted, your balance may suffer. When your mind is calm and rested, your body can respond faster. That's why daily habits that reduce stress, like quiet moments of reflection, breathing exercises, or even simple walks outside, can help more than just your mood. They help your body stay alert and balanced too. There's also emotional power in knowing you can trust your body. When your balance is steady, you move with confidence. You take walks without fear. You enjoy daily life more freely. That freedom supports mental sharpness, better circulation, and social engagement, all of which are deeply connected to how long and how well you live. You don't have to join a gym or take up something extreme. Just begin where you are. Practice standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Take the stairs when you can. Walk on different surfaces like grass or gravel to train your body to adapt. If you're unsure, talk to a physical therapist or join a gentle movement class made for older adults. There are safe ways to build strength at any age. Balance is one of the quiet foundations of health. It doesn't shout, it doesn't show up in a lab result, but it shows in how easily you rise from a chair, how confidently you cross the room, and how safely you navigate the world. The steadier you are, the more fully you can enjoy each day, with less fear, more strength, and a greater chance of living well for years to come. Number 5. Test how easy it feels to climb stairs. If you want a simple way to measure how your body is holding up after 65, look no further than a staircase. Just one flight can reveal a lot. Do your legs feel steady as you lift yourself step by step, or do you pause halfway through, catching your breath or gripping the railing tightly? These are more than small inconveniences. They can quietly reflect the condition of your heart, lungs, muscles, joints, and overall stamina. In fact, how easily you can climb stairs is often a window into your true biological age, not just the number of candles on your last birthday cake. Climbing stairs is something most people take for granted in younger years. But as time moves on, that same movement begins to ask more of the body. It demands strength in the legs, coordination, balance, and endurance. If just a few steps leave you winded or sore, it might be a signal that your body needs more support and care than you've realized. And that's not something to ignore. Studies have shown that people who can easily climb stairs tend to live longer, healthier lives with more independence. It's not just about being in shape, it's about how well your heart is pumping blood, how efficiently your lungs are taking in oxygen, and how your muscles are handling daily effort. The ability to climb stairs comfortably is tied directly to your cardiovascular health. When this becomes hard, it often means your heart has to work overtime for everyday activities. And over time, that strain can wear down the system. But here's the hopeful truth. This is something you can improve. No matter where you're starting from, your body has the ability to rebuild strength and stamina with consistent movement. Next time you face a staircase, notice how your body responds. Are your knees aching? Do your hips feel stiff? Are you using your arms more than your legs to get up? These are all valuable clues. Joint pain during stair climbing is often a sign of inflammation, arthritis, or loss of flexibility. Weakness in the thighs and hips makes the action harder and more tiring. This isn't about judgment. It's about being honest with yourself and using that insight to make small but powerful changes. Walking is good for general health, but stairs add a layer of resistance. They challenge your body to lift, to push, and to stabilize, all in one motion. That makes them one of the best everyday tests of functional strength. If you avoid stairs because they feel difficult, it might be time to start with very short bursts of movement, maybe 1 or 2 steps at a time throughout the day. It's not about speed, it's about progress and building confidence. Even those who use a cane or have knee concerns can benefit from stair-like movements. You can mimic that action by repeatedly standing up from a seated position without using your hands. This strengthens the same muscle groups in your legs, and it also helps with posture and circulation. If you do have access to a few safe steps, try stepping up and down slowly, with 1 foot at a time, holding onto a railing if needed. Over time, you may find it gets easier, and that ease reflects real improvements in your overall physical health. Breathlessness is another factor to pay attention to. If a short flight of stairs leaves you gasping or lightheaded, it could mean your lungs or heart aren't functioning as efficiently as they should. This might be caused by a sedentary lifestyle, past smoking, or simply aging. But the encouraging part is that even light aerobic activity, like walking briskly, swimming, or cycling, can strengthen the lungs and heart over time. The more regularly you move, the more your body learns to handle effort without panic or fatigue. The stairs can also be a mental barrier. Some people start avoiding them out of fear of falling, fear of pain, or fear of embarrassment. That fear can slowly shrink your world. One day you're avoiding stairs and before long you're avoiding outings, friends, or even daily tasks. This emotional impact matters. Losing the ability to do small things often chips away at confidence, which then leads to even more physical decline. But taking back those small victories, one step at a time, can restore not just your strength, but your sense of independence and joy. The great thing about using stairs as a check-in is that they're practical. They're part of everyday life. You don't need special equipment or a fancy gym membership. All you need is a little patience and a willingness to keep moving, even when it feels slow. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to notice where you are today and make small choices that support your body for tomorrow. Choosing the stairs over an elevator, even once a day, can start a ripple effect. Your muscles adapt, your breathing becomes steadier, your mind grows more confident, and all of those things, over time, lead to better health, more freedom, and a greater chance of aging with dignity and strength. Paying attention to how easy or difficult it feels to climb stairs might seem simple, but it's a powerful act of awareness. It shows that you care about your body's signals and are willing to listen. That single choice of tuning in rather than tuning out can make the difference between slowing down and staying strong for years to come. Number 6. Measure how often you laugh and feel joy. When you think about health and longevity, you might picture blood pressure readings, step counts, or what's on your dinner plate. But there's something just as important that people often overlook: how often you laugh and feel joy. It might sound simple, but your emotional state has a deep connection to your physical well-being. If you're not smiling as often as you used to, if laughter feels like a distant memory, that's not just about mood, it could be affecting how long and how well you live. Joy isn't something reserved for perfect days or special occasions. It's meant to be a part of daily life, even in small ways. When laughter becomes rare, your body feels that absence. Chronic stress, sadness, or emotional dullness can increase inflammation, weaken the immune system, and even raise the risk for heart problems. But when you feel genuinely happy, even for just a few moments, your brain releases chemicals that lower blood pressure, relax muscles, and support the health of your heart and immune system. It's not just a feeling, it's medicine that comes from within. As we age, it's easy to fall into routines that don't leave much space for laughter. Life slows down, friends may be farther away, loved ones may no longer be around. Health challenges can feel overwhelming. But that's exactly why paying attention to joy becomes even more important. It's not about pretending everything's perfect. It's about finding what still makes life feel meaningful and emotionally rich, even in the smallest moments. That's the kind of joy that protects your spirit and your body. You can start by noticing how often you smile or feel genuinely uplifted in your day. Do you laugh out loud when talking to someone? Do you still find things funny or touching? Do your eyes light up when you hear a certain song or remember something sweet? These moments are signs your emotional health is still active and alive. And if they're missing, it's not a sign of failure. It's a quiet invitation to invite more warmth back into your life. Connecting with others is one of the strongest ways to spark joy. A short phone call with someone who knows you well, a shared laugh over something silly, watching a movie that lifts your mood. Even if you live alone, you can still feel connected. Human beings need emotional closeness. It gives us strength, resilience, and purpose. And the older we get, the more important it becomes to protect those emotional connections, because they keep us grounded in who we are. Joy can also be found in creative expression: painting, singing, gardening, dancing in your kitchen. These aren't just hobbies, they're emotional outlets. They pull you out of your head and into the present moment, where your thoughts quiet down and your heart takes the lead. When you laugh or feel deeply engaged in something you love, your entire nervous system relaxes. Your body releases tension. You sleep better. You digest food more efficiently. Your mind becomes sharper. All from something as simple as doing what brings you real joy. If laughter feels out of reach right now, that's okay. Sometimes emotional numbness creeps in quietly. You might not even notice it until one day you realize you've been going through the motions without really feeling much. The good news is, you can rebuild your emotional energy. Start with one small moment of joy each day. Maybe it's listening to a song you haven't heard in years, or sitting in the sun and feeling its warmth on your skin. Maybe it's recalling a funny memory, or reading something that makes you smile. These small sparks can grow. You don't need a reason to laugh. You don't have to wait for the perfect time to feel good. Sometimes just watching something lighthearted, playing with a pet, or people watching in a park can shift your energy. Your body knows when you're feeling good. It responds with lower stress levels, improved blood flow, and a more stable immune system. Those are real, measurable benefits that impact how you age and how you live. What's powerful is that joy also supports emotional resilience. Life brings challenges, grief, illness, change. But when your heart has been regularly lifted by moments of happiness, it's better equipped to bounce back. You're not thrown off as easily. You're more likely to seek help, stay hopeful, and make choices that support your long-term health. People who laugh more often tend to live longer, not just because their bodies are healthier, but because their will to live stays strong. You deserve a life that feels good, not just one that's managed or maintained. Joy is part of that, and the beauty of joy is that it often comes in the ordinary. It doesn't need to be big or flashy. It could be the sound of birds outside, the taste of something delicious, or the way your body feels after a good stretch. When you pay attention to these things, you remind yourself that life still holds beauty, even in its quietest moments. So if you want a genuine sign of how your health is doing, take a look at your joy. Not the forced kind, but the real thing. The lightness in your chest when you laugh. The feeling of connection when you share something real. The sense of calm when you do something that brings you peace. That's where life lives. Not just in numbers or tests, but in the moments that make your heart feel full. Making room for joy isn't a luxury, it's a part of survival. It keeps your body running smoother, your mind sharper, and your spirit stronger. And the best part, it's always available. You just have to notice it, nurture it, and give yourself permission to feel it again. Number 7. Pay attention to how well you remember names. Have you noticed how some names just slip out of your mind seconds after you hear them? You meet someone new, they smile, introduce themselves, and not even a full minute later, their name has already vanished. It's a common moment, and for many people over 65, it's easy to brush off. But this small detail, how easily or how often you remember names, can quietly signal how well your brain is holding up with age. Your memory isn't just about storing facts, it's about connecting, recognizing, and reacting to the world around you. Names especially are personal and emotionally charged. When you remember someone's name, you're not just showing good manners, you're proving that your mind is still sharp, responsive, and tuned in. And when that ability starts to weaken, it can point to deeper changes in your cognitive health. That doesn't mean forgetting a name here and there is a reason to panic. Everyone has off days, but if it's happening more often, or if names feel like they're floating away the moment you hear them, it might be time to pay closer attention. Because memory loss doesn't usually arrive all at once. It creeps in slowly, showing up in little ways that are easy to dismiss. That's why noticing these small changes early can give you a real advantage. It's a window into what your brain might need more of: stimulation, focus, or even rest. One of the best things you can do is to challenge your brain regularly. Keeping your memory strong isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. You can turn name recall into a simple exercise. The next time someone introduces themselves, repeat their name out loud once in conversation. Try to associate their name with something about them: the color of their shirt, the tone of their voice, where you met. Giving your brain extra cues makes the memory stickier. It's a gentle way of strengthening the connections that keep your mind clear. Engagement matters too. The more you interact with others, the more chances your brain has to practice. Isolation is one of the quiet threats to memory. When your social life shrinks, so does your mental activity. You're not hearing new stories, you're not recalling events, and you're not using the part of your mind that makes meaning out of people and their names. Staying socially active isn't just good for your heart, it's essential for your brain. Sleep also plays a major role in memory. If you're not sleeping deeply or long enough, your brain doesn't get the time it needs to organize and file away the day's experiences. That's when names, dates, and little facts get misplaced. Quality rest gives your memory a clean surface to work from every day. If sleep feels disrupted, or you wake up still tired, that might be part of why names aren't sticking as well as they used to. Diet and movement are powerful tools too. Your brain runs on oxygen, nutrients and blood flow. Foods rich in healthy fats, leafy greens, berries and whole grains give your brain what it needs to perform well. And regular movement, especially walking, stimulates blood flow to areas of the brain responsible for memory and focus. You don't have to run marathons. Just a consistent daily routine of gentle movement can help you think clearer and remember faster. It's also important to be patient with yourself. Stress about memory can make it worse. If you're hard on yourself every time you forget something, your brain associates memory with pressure. That creates more mental clutter, making it harder to focus and recall. Instead, build habits that gently support your memory over time. Keep a notebook nearby. Write down names after meetings. Use repetition naturally in conversation. It's not cheating. It's building a memory-friendly life. And don't underestimate the value of fun. Games, puzzles, word searches, or even learning something new like a song or language. These light activities keep your mind flexible. When your brain has variety, it becomes better at recalling specific details like names. You're not just keeping busy, you're giving your mind real exercise in a way that feels enjoyable. Another key is awareness. Being mindful during interactions helps you process names more deeply. If you're distracted, names become background noise. But if you're present and genuinely paying attention to the person in front of you, your brain is far more likely to register and retain their name. It's about more than just memory. It's about being fully here. If you've noticed a recent change in how you remember names, don't ignore it. But don't be afraid of it either. It's not a verdict, it's a signal. And signals are helpful. They show you where to turn your attention. They show you what to nurture. And the best part is that the brain can still grow and adapt at any age. You can strengthen it. You can improve it. And you can take back more control than you think. The way you remember names tells a story about how your brain is aging. It's not about being perfect. It's about staying aware and proactive. When you take steps to support your memory now, you're also investing in your confidence, independence, and emotional well-being. You're giving yourself a better shot at staying connected to the people around you and to the moments that make life rich and meaningful. Number 8. See how clearly your vision adjusts in dim light. Have you ever walked into a dim room and realized it takes you longer than it used to just to see clearly? Maybe you pause at the doorway for a moment before your eyes adjust. It seems like a small thing, but how your vision adapts to low light can quietly reveal what's happening with your health and how your body is aging. Your eyes aren't just windows to the world, they're connected to your brain, your nervous system, and even your cardiovascular health. When your eyes struggle to adjust in dim settings, especially as you get older, it could be a sign that something deeper is changing inside. The lens of the eye naturally thickens over time. The pupils respond a little slower. These are common shifts. But when this adjustment becomes noticeably harder, it might also reflect how well your nervous system is keeping up. Vision changes, especially in low light, can indicate issues like poor circulation, oxidative stress, or even early signs of neurological decline. Dim light situations like getting up at night to use the bathroom, walking through the house in the early morning, or entering a theater, put your visual reflexes to the test. If you notice glare, halos, or disorientation in these moments, your eyes are telling you that they're under strain. That strain doesn't always start in the eye. It can begin with blood pressure changes, poor blood sugar control, or a buildup of inflammation that affects the tiny blood vessels feeding your retina. Paying attention to these early visual clues gives you a chance to act before small problems become bigger ones. The ability to adapt to lighting shifts depends a lot on how well the rods in your retina are functioning. These cells are sensitive to light and responsible for night vision. As you age, they can wear down, but their decline isn't inevitable. You can support them with habits that nourish your eye health from the inside out. A key step is to focus on what you feed your body. Nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin A play a major role in protecting your retina and improving contrast sensitivity, especially in low light. These are found in dark leafy greens, orange vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes, and bright fruits like oranges and berries. Adding more of these foods to your meals is a simple but powerful way to care for your vision. Staying hydrated also matters. Your eyes rely on a healthy tear film to stay clear and focused. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your eyes may feel dry, gritty, or blurry, especially in low light. A well-hydrated body supports circulation and keeps your eye tissues working smoothly, so keep water nearby and drink regularly throughout the day. Protecting your vision also means reducing strain. Many people over 65 spend more time indoors, often in front of screens or under artificial lighting. That kind of light, especially the blue light from digital devices, can make it harder for your eyes to adjust when moving into a darker space. It helps to reduce screen brightness in the evening, use softer lighting at night, and spend some time outside during the day to help your internal clock stay balanced. Exercise is another tool most people don't associate with vision, but it directly supports your eye health. When you move your body, whether it's walking, swimming, or even light stretching, you boost blood flow throughout your entire system, including the vessels that nourish your eyes. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your retina, which helps it function more effectively, especially in low-light environments. Sleep plays a crucial role too. Poor sleep affects your body's ability to regulate light and dark signals. If you wake up groggy and sensitive to light, or if you feel disoriented in the evening, it could be because your sleep rhythm is off. A consistent bedtime, less screen time before bed, and winding down with quiet routines can help reset your natural rhythm and support better visual transitions. If you wear glasses, make sure your prescription is up to date. Many people put off eye exams assuming nothing has changed, but even small shifts in vision can affect how you see in dim light. Regular checkups not only correct your sight but also screen for deeper issues like glaucoma, cataracts, or macular degeneration, conditions that often start with night vision trouble, long before daytime vision is affected. Most importantly, don't ignore what your eyes are telling you. If dim environments feel more difficult than they used to, that change is worth noticing. It doesn't always mean something serious, but it does mean your body is asking for more support. That's a message worth listening to. Taking small steps now can lead to bigger rewards later. A little more movement, a better meal, a few extra minutes outside each day, and more intentional rest at night. These are simple shifts that can protect not just your sight but your independence, confidence, and safety. How well your vision adjusts in the dark might not seem like a big deal, but it connects to so much more. It reflects your balance, your awareness, your energy levels, and even your emotional sense of safety. When your eyes feel clear, your world feels clear. And when your world feels clear, you move through life with more ease, more joy, and more strength. That's not just aging well, that's living well. Number 9. Keep moving your body with daily gentle exercises. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we need to slow down, especially when we feel a bit of discomfort in our joints or notice our energy levels dropping. But the truth is, moving your body every day, even just a little, can make a world of difference in how you feel, how you function, and how long you'll be able to live independently. Gentle exercises can do more than keep your muscles strong. They also support your bones, boost your mood, enhance your circulation, and improve your cognitive health. If you're like many people over 65, you might hesitate to start a new exercise routine, thinking that it's too late or that it will be too hard on your body. But here's the good news. You don't have to be running marathons or lifting heavy weights to benefit from movement. It's the gentle, consistent exercises that add up to significant improvements in how you feel. Walking, stretching, yoga, tai chi, or even light resistance training can do wonders for your overall health and longevity. Daily movement helps maintain your independence by keeping your muscles and joints flexible. Over time, the natural aging process causes our muscles to lose some of their strength and flexibility. But when you make a habit of moving every day, whether it's a walk around the block or a few stretches in the morning, you keep those muscles engaged and you help prevent stiffness and pain. You also maintain your balance, which reduces the risk of falls, a major concern as we age. A fall can be life-changing, but regular, low-impact movement makes it less likely by keeping your body in shape and your muscles active. Gentle exercises also play a huge role in joint health. For example, swimming or water aerobics are excellent ways to get a full-body workout without putting excess strain on your joints. The buoyancy of the water supports your body while you move, reducing impact and allowing you to strengthen muscles safely. Likewise, low-impact exercises like walking, cycling, or Tai Chi are all great for keeping your joints flexible and mobile, which helps maintain your ability to move freely and comfortably. Your heart and lungs also benefit from daily movement. Cardiovascular exercise, again, something gentle like walking, helps improve blood circulation, reduce blood pressure, and keep your heart strong. It also helps control your weight, which in turn reduces the strain on your joints. A healthy heart is essential to longevity because it ensures that oxygen and nutrients are efficiently delivered throughout your body. And the best part is that these benefits can start showing up almost immediately. Just a short walk every day can lower your blood pressure, improve your circulation, and increase your energy levels. If you're worried about starting too big, remember it's about consistency over intensity. Even short bursts of activity, just 10 minutes at a time, can have a profound effect. It's not about pushing yourself too hard, but about creating a routine that feels good and works with your body. The key is to keep moving, to make it a daily habit, and to gradually increase the amount of time or intensity as you get stronger. One of the most rewarding things about daily exercise, especially as we get older, is the effect it has on our mental health. Moving your body releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood, reduce stress, and even help you sleep better. Feeling good in your body directly impacts your emotional well-being. Plus, the more active you are, the more confident you'll feel in your abilities. Whether that's climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or playing with grandchildren. Feeling physically strong is empowering. It helps you maintain a sense of control over your life and your health. Exercise also has a profound impact on cognitive function. It's been shown that people who stay physically active have a lower risk of developing dementia and cognitive decline. That's because movement increases blood flow to the brain, which nourishes brain cells and promotes the growth of new neural connections. By making exercise part of your daily routine, you're not just caring for your body, you're also taking steps to preserve your mental sharpness and memory. So how do you start? It doesn't matter what time of day you choose, as long as you make it a regular part of your schedule. If you enjoy being outside, try taking a walk around the block each morning or after dinner. If you prefer something gentler, yoga or stretching routines can be done indoors and they require minimal space. Many seniors find that starting with simple stretches or beginner yoga routines helps build strength and flexibility without overwhelming their bodies. Tai Chi is another great option. Its slow, controlled movements are excellent for balance and focus, and many studies show it can help prevent falls, which makes it perfect for older adults. The important thing is to listen to your body. If something feels too hard or painful, don't push through it. Instead, find a modification that works for you. There are plenty of beginner classes and online videos designed for older adults, and you can always adjust the movements to suit your needs. The goal is to make it something you look forward to, not something that causes stress or strain. If you miss a day or a week, don't be hard on yourself. Just get back to it the next day. Consistency is what matters, not perfection. When you make the effort to move every day, you're investing in your future health. The benefits of staying active are well documented, and they're not just about adding years to your life, they're about adding life to your years. Keeping your body strong, flexible, and mobile gives you the independence and energy to enjoy all the things you love, from spending time with family to pursuing hobbies, or simply being able to move around your house with ease. The longer you keep moving, the better you'll feel. So commit to that daily movement, no matter how small it starts. Your body will thank you, and your future self will be so glad you did. Number 10. Strengthen your relationships with real daily connection. As we get older, it's easy to slip into routines that leave us feeling more isolated, even when we're surrounded by family or friends. But one of the most powerful ways to impact our health, happiness, and even longevity is through strong, meaningful connections with others. Strengthening our relationships isn't just about having someone to talk to. It's about deepening those bonds with daily, real connection. These daily interactions, no matter how simple, nourish our mental and emotional well-being, and they play a huge role in how long and well we live. The importance of human connection can't be overstated. Studies show that people who maintain strong relationships and stay socially engaged tend to live longer and are less likely to experience depression, anxiety, or cognitive decline. When we nurture relationships, we create a network of emotional support that helps us navigate the challenges of aging with grace and resilience. Real, consistent connections help reduce stress, boost mood, and keep us mentally sharp. But how do we foster those kinds of relationships? Start by making a habit of reaching out to the people you care about, whether it's family, friends, or even neighbors. It doesn't have to be an elaborate gesture. Simple daily actions like sending a quick text or making a phone call can make a big difference in staying connected. Sometimes the smallest messages like a good morning text or a thinking of you call are the ones that can brighten someone's day and in turn brighten your own. Don't wait for others to reach out to you. Take the initiative. It might feel a bit awkward at first, especially if you've become used to being more reserved or independent. But these small actions build a sense of intimacy and closeness that can strengthen your relationships over time. It's also essential to be present when you're with others. In our digital age, it's easy to be physically with someone but mentally checked out. If you're spending time with family or friends, put away distractions like your phone or the TV and really engage. Ask questions, listen attentively, and share your thoughts. Ask about their day, their feelings, or their experiences. Show interest in what matters to them, not just the surface-level details. The depth of connection comes from truly hearing each other, not just exchanging pleasantries. Another meaningful way to strengthen your relationships is by sharing moments of joy and laughter. Life may feel challenging at times, but focusing on the things that make you laugh can create a positive atmosphere and deepen bonds. Invite a friend over for a simple cup of coffee and reminisce about funny memories, or watch a lighthearted movie together. Laughter is one of the most powerful tools we have for building connection. It lightens the mood, breaks down barriers, and helps us feel more connected to those around us. Don't underestimate the power of a good laugh shared with someone you care about. Spending quality time with those you love can also be as simple as offering help when it's needed. Whether it's picking up groceries for a neighbor or helping a family member with a task, these acts of service strengthen relationships by showing that you care and are there for them. Helping others also boosts your own sense of purpose and fulfillment, which contributes to emotional well-being and even improves your health. But relationships aren't just about what you give, they're also about what you receive. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable with the people you trust. Share your feelings, your challenges, and your joys. When you open up to others, it invites them to do the same. This reciprocal sharing creates a bond that goes beyond casual interaction and builds trust. Vulnerability can be uncomfortable, especially if you're used to keeping your emotions private, but it's through vulnerability that real connections are formed. Another way to nurture relationships is by creating shared experiences. This doesn't mean planning huge events or complicated activities. Shared moments can be as simple as sitting down together for a meal, going on a short walk, or attending a community event. These moments build memories and provide a foundation for connection. It's the time spent together, the memories made, and the emotional exchanges during these activities that create lasting bonds. As we age, it's also important to surround ourselves with people who lift us up. While it's wonderful to maintain lifelong friendships, it's equally important to evaluate whether some relationships might be draining your energy. Negative or toxic relationships can have a serious impact on your health and happiness. If you find that certain people bring unnecessary stress into your life, it may be worth considering how you can establish healthy boundaries or distance yourself in a kind and respectful way. Conversely, prioritize relationships that feel supportive, loving, and positive. A key part of maintaining these deep, meaningful connections is being open to new relationships. It's never too late to make new friends or engage with new people. Joining a local class, volunteering, or attending community events can help you meet new people with similar interests. Sometimes even a simple conversation with a neighbor or acquaintance can lead to a lasting connection. It's about being open and receptive to the people around you, regardless of age. New friendships bring fresh energy and perspectives, which can help combat loneliness and keep you feeling engaged in the world. In today's world, social media can also play a role in staying connected. But remember, while it's a great way to keep in touch, it should never replace face-to-face or phone conversations. Social media can give the illusion of connection, but it lacks the depth and emotional engagement that comes with direct communication. It's vital to balance online interactions with real-world, in-person connections. To sum it up, strengthening your relationships is not a one-time effort. It's something you need to commit to every day. Whether it's sending a message, making a phone call, having a deep conversation, or simply sharing a laugh, These daily actions nourish the bonds that keep us emotionally healthy and fulfilled. Relationships are the cornerstone of a happy, meaningful life. They provide support, joy, and a sense of belonging that significantly contribute to your longevity. Keep investing in the people who matter most to you, and make the time to deepen those connections. The more connected you feel, the more vibrant, happy, and healthy you'll be as you continue to age.